A lot of pubs are reasonably dog-friendly these days, and none more so it would seem than the London Road Brewhouse in Southampton, who recently played host to an Easter fundraising event for a pug welfare charity.
So this is an opportunity to raise some money for some pugs in need and to bring all these crazy pug people together and have a nice morning together, really. They call them pugly for a reason, because there's something gorgeous about them, even though they are a wee bit ugly. But their temperament is beautiful. They're great around kids. They're great. They love other people. And they're great together. So in an environment like this, we never seem to have any problems. Certainly not in a pub. I don't expect you to see this many pugs, but the London Road Brewhouse is really dog friendly, and they've been really accommodating with us about hosting this event. It's all fundraising, so all of the dog beer and all of the treats all the profits will go to the Pug Dog Welfare and Rescue. It just gives pug owners a chance to get together and have some fun, really.
Pug Dog Welfare Rescue Association. We rehome pugs in need, whether they're surrendered by their owners or whether we rescue them from difficult situations. Unfortunately, a lot of people realise that they need a lot of care. They have health issues just like any other breed, but some people find the cost too much or the burden, and then therefore they're just sort of like offloaded.
So what is it about these fugly little creatures that makes them so appealing?
Their face, their temperament, their little faces, they're so sweet-natured. I think that's what we fell in love with.
They're extremely clingy, probably one of the friendliest breeds, I imagine. They're not independent. They follow you around like shadows, so you have to get used to that. They bring so much joy to anybody they meet.
Like many breeds, the pug is prone to certain health problems, which leads many to be either surrendered or abandoned by their owners.
Very, very much so. They overheat, they have short nasal passages, as you know. And their eyes as well are very exposed because they don't have a snout, they're not that well protected, so they get damaged quite easily as well. The biggest cost to a charity like ours is healthcare, veterinary costs, which are enormous. A lot of dogs we take on, we need to make sure that they're in good health for a new home, and the simplest procedure costs a lot of money, hundreds and hundreds, So we can spend hundreds of thousands in a year. So every 10 quid we get, whatever, contributes to that. And the labour, people like myself, we're all voluntary. So all money really goes to the cost of vet bills mostly, yeah.
And so before you rush out to get yourself a pet pug, there are a few things to consider.
You need to have time. You do need to have time. They can't be left alone for very long. You need to have patience. You need to have funds if and when you need them. Those are really key, not to be underestimated. And a lot of people do underestimate that, and then they can't cope.
Richard Stringer, That's TV.